Hey you guys, Marlyn with Beautiful Bina Designs. Welcome to Crafting with my sidekick, Max. Today, we used some components from the My Monthly Hero July 2018 card kit, and we created a bunch of really fun backgrounds. Every single one of them features this fancy background die that came in the July 2018 My Monthly Hero card kit. Many of them also feature the red reactive and the blue reactive ink that also came as part of the kit. If you saw my unboxing, you know I am crazy about this die. I was so excited to receive it and it did not disappoint. So let's jump right into the samples that I have to share with you. And then I invite you to stick around. We have some really fun process footage of my sidekick Max and I creating some of these samples. To start off, let me share my favorite sample. This is one that I had mentioned during the unboxing. I had an idea of doing an inlay, and I may have just said white with red. I don't recall exactly, but I went with the red, white, and blue. I used the white as the frame, and then I inlaid blue and white, and I used the inks that came with the set. I used a brushing technique, brushed those two inks onto white cardstock, die cut this 3 times so I'd get the white, the blue, and the red, and then inlaid it back together in the design that you see. This is my favorite sample, and I'm really excited to see what I can do with it with this stamp set. Another sample that I have that I had mentioned during the unboxing is white on white, and I'm not sure how well this shows up on camera, but this white die cut background on top of the white card just adds so much interest, some dimension, very easy to achieve, but it really kicks this card up and gives it a great background. So that's number 2. Here is one that I created using ink smushing. Once again, I am using the red and blue inks that came with the kit, and I ink smushed the blue first. I dried that with my heat gun, and then I came in with ink smushing with the red. And you can see here that I achieved so many shades of purple and violet and blue and even into some pink. This is really pretty. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this, but I'm thinking perhaps a night scene. So stay tuned for that. Next, I'd like to say a big thank you to Helen P. Helen, thank you for the comment that you left for me on my unboxing. You suggested that this background die might work well with shades of yellow, and I love this. I created this one again using my Cougar Digital 110-pound cardstock. I created 3 different yellow panels using Distress Oxide inks in Wild Honey, Antique Linen, and Squeezed Lemonade. And then I just sort of randomly put them together. I purposely did not use any kind of pattern. I just grabbed pieces and put them where they fit. I like this one a lot. Helen, you rock. Thank you. Using some of the leftovers from those yellow die cuts, I created a few more backgrounds. Here is one of this is the Antique Linen, I believe. There might be a little Wild Honey in this as well, and I attached that to a craft background. Looking forward to having fun with that one. I created an ombre red background using the red ink and a brush, and I really liked that a lot. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. I decided to use another of my yellow scraps. This is so bright. It is way outside of my comfort zone as far as what I usually create and the colors that I typically work with. But when I put this together, even though I wasn't sure, I sort of said to myself, challenge accepted. This is a really fun card kit with the carnival stamps, the state fair stamps, and these are fun, vibrant colors like, you know, a snack hut at a carnival or a popcorn box or something like that. So I'm going to see what I can do with this. And you guys, once again, stay tuned, see what we can pull together. Next, I used some more of my leftovers to create this panel. This is the negative space from that watercolor cardstock with the ink smushing, and it was very busy, so I have this white put over it. Not really sure how I'm going to use this. We'll see how that goes. Now, all of these backgrounds will probably not get used. I will make at least 10 cards, but I'll try to do a variety, so they're not all going to have this same background. Moving right along, those are the backgrounds that I created with a very similar technique there. But here's one that's a little bit different. It's another one that I'm not entirely sold on, but I used some of those negative yellow bits, and I thought it might make a fun sun pattern. Looking at it, I don't know, we'll see. But I did come in and add some yellow distress oxide inks, and I just kind of used what was still on my blender tool to extend those rays. Sort of 50-50 on this one. I'm not loving it, but once I stamp on it, maybe die cut it out. Jury's still out. Now, moving into the really cool stuff that my son Max made. He did an ink smushing technique as well, and here is one of the backgrounds that is stand alone, and that one's really neat. I like it a lot. It reminds me, and you'll see coming up here, it immediately reminded me of when he would make me finger painting pictures. So I really actually like this one a lot. And then he did some inlays as well. So here's one of his designs. He decided to do a mix and match. Max is really creative. He's my crafty one, and he's got a great imagination. So he used some of the ink smushing, some of the ink blending. He did everything. He mixed it up together, and he had a lot of fun with that. Here's another one, same story, this blue background. He used ink brushing, and then he mixed some plain white, some blending, some smushing all together there. Those are Max's 3. And then he's got one panel here that he created with an ink brush and 2 colors of pigment ink. It's like a teal and a turquoise. We'll see what he decides to do with this. I think he's going to make some cards with his background panels as well. So you guys, I invite you to stick around. Check out some of our process video. It is me and my sidekick, Max, working on a few of the card panels that I'm sharing with you here today. It's just a few minutes of footage, but you may enjoy it. So thanks for stopping by, and we're going to go to that clip. Talk to you soon, guys.
Hi, this is Max with Beautiful Bina Designs.
Today I'm here with my son Max. Some of you guys may remember him from the giveaway video that we did not long ago. Max, do you know what we're going to do today?
I forgot.
Max wanted to help me make another video, and I thought what we could do today is make some backgrounds using materials from the new July 2018 My Monthly Hero Kit. Does that sound good, Max?
Yes.
Thought we could use some inks and do some ink blending.
Yeah.
And maybe do some ink smushing.
Yeah.
And maybe do some ink brushing.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. And then we could use this awesome background die that came with the kit, and we can make a few backgrounds that will later turn into cards.
Okay.
So for this video, we'll just do the backgrounds, and then in my next video, I'll use them to make some cards.
Okay.
And maybe you can help. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started. I'm going to work with the blue and the red that came with the kit. Here's your bag, Max. All your stuff is in here. What do you want to start with? I'll get you a card panel right here. And this is your little area. And there's your inks, and your blender tool is in there, and all your stuff is in there. I'm going to try some ink brushing. I've never done this before. Let's see how it goes.
I've never really done any of this before.
Well, you did some ink blending before with me.
Yeah, but not that much.
No, not a lot. But I remember what you did. You liked it.
Yeah, I still have, I have 2 in my room, and I turned 1 to a card, right?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
Ooh, this is a bright yellow.
All right, do you want to do another one?
I want to do brushing.
After we're done with the brush on these, we're going to do some ink smushing.
Yay! I've never done ink smushing before.
You're gonna like it.
I was just about to say I love ink smushing, but I've never done it before.
But you will love it after today. This technique, I'm gonna let you use my inks, okay?
Yay!
And
water
I'm gonna
inks?
let you.
The water inks?
Yeah, we're gonna add water. Here's gonna be your craft mat. And what colors do you want? For this, we're gonna use watercolor paper. There's some watercolor paper.
This is watercolor paper?
It's watercolor paper.
Well, it's thick.
Yeah. And this is the side, this textured side is the side we're gonna put down. We're gonna put the ink down on our craft mat. You can feel it. This one will feel smooth and this one will feel bumpy. We're gonna put the ink down and then we're gonna put water on it and then we're gonna pick it up with the paper.
Okay.
Ready? One more on that other blue. There you go. See how it's turning colors?
Mm-hmm.
That's great ink.
Now
You wanna wait for me?
Nah, I want to do it. Can I do it?
Yep.
Look what I got.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Look at mine.
Nice. I'm not sure that's how you make a card.
Yeah, wait until you see what we're gonna do next. We're not done. 2 strips. One, you need it right here. You need the edges. It's important. Okay. Now
I take this and put it on. Got it.
very, very carefully, right?
Mm-hmm. Line the edges up.
Right.
What happens when it's all covered in tape like that?
Well, now here's your pieces. Do your puzzle.
Mm.
Cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And
But
you
they're
can,
only white.
well, you can put some of your pieces in. You don't have to use the white ones. If you want, you can use all your scraps. What do you think of that idea?
Nice.
So why don't you use yours instead of the white?
I'm going to use a bunch of different ones.
Okay.
Wait, can I use this center?
If you'd like.
I love puzzles. This is what my card looks like so far.
Wow, that's coming out great.
I'm done. This is what my card looks like. I mean, my
That's your
cover.
Your card background.
Background. I thought it was the cover.
We got to do one more. Do you want to do any more?
Yeah, I would love to do more.
Okay.
Sounds so fun.
So what do you think of our backgrounds so far?
I love them.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What kind of a card do you think we should make with these backgrounds? Should we use the circus stamps, the carnival stamps that came with them? They're not circus, it's like state fair, like a carnival.
Yeah, I think we should.
I think they'll look
Cool.
nice. Do you think we should keep making videos together?
Yeah.
You gonna be my sidekick? Do you know what a sidekick is?
Yeah.
You gonna be my sidekick?
Sure.
What's gonna be your sidekick name?
Max.
Well, that's your real name.
I know.
You're not digging the sidekick name, huh?
A sidekick never tells his secrets.
Ooh, okay.
This is my second background. What do you guys think?
I, for one, think it's awesome. All right, let's clean our space, and then we'll show them all our backgrounds together, okay?
Okay. We just told them how to make it, right?
Yeah. We're all done inlaying our backgrounds, and we'd like to share with you what we've made today. So, Max, why don't you start?
I made this. This I haven't done yet, but I also made this one too.
Well, these are great, and you can use this one just like that. You don't have to inlay it.
I want to.
You want to? Okay, so we'll do that later. And let's just push these off to the side for a moment and I'll show some more examples. Here's one that I've left die cut, but not inlaid. So that's very pretty. That was the ink smushing technique. Here I took the pieces from the ink smushing and put it into the brushed red background. Here's my favorite one. I think this is going to make a great state fair card. I used some of the inlay pieces from the brushed blue and the brushed red backgrounds, popped that right into a plain white, and I'm looking forward to making a carnival card with that one. Finally, my red brushed card that I created as a gradient, the first one I made, I decided not to die cut just yet. I really like the way this one looks, and I may use it as a background just the way it is. Or maybe instead of inlaying, maybe I'll put something right on top of it. I'm going to think on that just a little bit more. But for today, here are the 6 backgrounds that were created by my sidekick, Max, and myself. Do you want to thank everybody for coming?
Thank you for watching this video.
And if they like us, should they hit the subscribe button?
I think you should.
And should they follow us on Facebook?
If you want to.
And should they give us a thumbs up?
You should, but it's your choice.
And should they come back and see us again?
Yes.
All right, you guys, bye-bye. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope we've inspired you to make beautiful things, and we'll talk to you soon. Say goodbye, Max.
Goodbye.
And, sweetie, you're putting your arm in your ink. That's never the best idea.
No, never. Can you spray mine?
Your inks are not water reactive.
Why not?
I don't think so. We can spray them and see what happens if you'd like.
I would like that.
Okay. Look at mine.
Nice. Look at mine.
Let me see. Wow, that's cool, buddy. You know what that reminds me of? When you were younger and used to make me amazing finger paint pictures. That's what that reminds me of.
And when I broke the crayon and I blended it on Vinny,
Yes.
and then I ate the paint.
Oh my goodness. Should you eat paint?
No.
You were such a silly baby. And you had paint on your face. And I said, did you put paint in your mouth? And what did you say?
No.
No. Aren't these craft mats great?
Yeah.
Do you know what I use for my craft mats?
What?
Laminated paper. This
I
one
can see that.
is your brother. He made that for me for Valentine's Day a few years ago. You know why I use that?
Why?
2 reasons. 1, craft mats cost money, and that didn't. And 2, it makes me happy. I like it. And you know what I'm going to use when I can't use that one anymore?
Using it?
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. I probably should have.